Hey guys, it's about 6:30 p.m. on Monday, January 29th, and I remembered that I wanted to start a reading vlog for this week. I'm starting it kind of late. I've had a lot going on today, so I haven't had as much chance to vlog, but I did manage to finish Zenith by Sasha Osberg and Lindsay Cummings today. I read 132 pages today to finish this book up. I have mixed thoughts, mixed feelings on this book. I'll go into it more in my January wrap up, but overall I was very disappointed in this book. I feel like it wasn't marketed right. I feel like the writing wasn't that great, and I just overall wasn't a huge fan. If you'd like to see more of my thoughts, you can check out my Goodreads page. I'll link that in the description below. Overall, though, I just didn't really love it. Over the next day or so, I'd like to finish City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. This is the final book in the Mortal Instrument series. I really am enjoying this book. I don't want it to end, which is why I haven't finished the last... This is all I have left, not very much. Why I've been putting off finishing that today, because I know that once this ends, I'm pretty much done with the series. I mean, I still have the Tales from Shadowhunter Academy to read and the Bane Chronicles, because I didn't read the whole Shadowhunter series in order like I was supposed to. I'll probably finish this book tomorrow, if not tonight, because I would like to find out what happens. I'm really anxious to find out what happens. Finally, I have picked up Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I've started this book several times over the last few years. Well, pretty much since I started watching BookTube, this book has been on my radar, and I just haven't ever dedicated myself to it to finish it. But I would like to finish it now. I probably won't finish it before the end of the month, just because there's only a couple of days left and I have other things to do besides just read over the next 2 days. But I would like to get through a good chunk of it. This is where I am right now. I'm on page 68. I would just like to see where this story goes. I've heard wonderful things about it. So that's all that I'm reading right now. I will update you later. That may be tonight or it may be tomorrow. But yeah, I look forward to talking to you guys again. So it's 9:30 p.m., still Monday. I just read 77 pages of Heavenly Fire, and it's amazing. Oh my gosh, I don't want to stop reading, but I think I'm getting sick, so I want to go take a hot shower and just relax for the rest of the night. We'll see if I finish it tonight. Hopefully I will, but if not, I'll definitely be planning to finish this one tomorrow. So it's just after noon on Tuesday the 30th, and I just finished City of Heavenly Fire. And I love the ending so much, but now I'm so sad that it's over, and I don't want to pick up anything now because I just want to keep reading the Mortal Instruments, but there's nothing left to read. So I will update you once I've decided what to read. So it's just after 3:30 now, and I just read 81 pages of Throne of Glass. I'm really liking it, but it's not been easy to read today because I don't really feel well. I have a cold. And I've also kind of been in a minor reading slump since finishing City of Heavenly Fire. And I'm sure it'll go away because there's so many other books that I do still want to read right now. But it's just been hard to actually pick up another book today after finishing City of Heavenly Fire. But I am really liking this Throne of Glass book. It's like A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm finding it kind of slow. I'm thinking that just might be Sarah J. Maas's writing style, especially in when she's world building and all that. But it's okay. I don't dislike it or anything. I'm enjoying it overall, and I look forward to reading more of it. But for now, I have to go clean my room. My room is too messy. I don't even want to talk about how messy my room is right now. And after I clean, I'll probably get back to reading and I'll update you later. So it's about 5:30 now, and I haven't read a whole lot more, only 25 more pages of Throne of Glass, but I had to stop for a second because I did not know this book had Fae in it. Yeah, I'm really excited about that now, and that makes me a lot more interested in this book and to see where all that goes. I'm excited about this. That's all for now. I'm still not feeling that great, but I still need to finish cleaning my room. I've been actually listening to this while I clean my room. But hopefully I will finish cleaning my room tonight and then just relax the rest of the night and read in bed. So I'll update you when I have something else to say. So it's about 5 p.m. on Wednesday the 31st, and I haven't updated my reading yet today because I'm sick and I haven't been feeling that great. But I just finished Throne of Glass. I read 215 pages of it today, and I really liked it. I liked it more than I thought I would because so far I haven't been a huge fan of Sarah J Maas, but I liked the story overall. It was kind of slow at some parts. I felt like some parts were just unnecessary, but overall I liked it. I liked the magic element brought into it, and I really like Selena. I really enjoyed how she liked books. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews about her and that a lot of people don't like her. I didn't find her very annoying. Maybe at first she was, but as the story went on, she grew less annoying, and overall I did like her, and I liked the story, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. And I'm looking forward to picking up the rest of the series. I have the rest of the series, but it's in storage right now. So once I can find it in storage, I'll start book 2, and I'll update you when I have more reading done. So it's Thursday, February 1st, about 7:30 p.m., and I haven't done a ton of reading today. I'm feeling kind of slumpy about reading and about life in general. But I did start Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare, and now I'm on page 112. I didn't read the Shadowhunter Chronicles in chronological order like I was supposed to because I got too attached to the characters in the Mortal Instruments. And I didn't stop reading about those characters to take a break to read the Infernal Devices. But I've started it now, and I'm liking it so far, but it's not I don't like it as much as the Mortal Instruments yet. I also started an Enchantment of Ravens, but I'm only about 10 pages in, and I don't really have any thoughts on the book yet, so I'll let you know what my thoughts are as I've read more. I might pick up a book for Giselle's book club. Her channel is Giselle Bradley. I'll link the book club down below. It's a Goodreads group if you're interested in joining, but I might pick up the fantasy pick of the month, which is The Perilous Guard by Elizabeth Marie Pope. I don't really know what this one's about. It's a fantasy book, and I think it's a retelling, but I'm not totally sure. I'm excited to read it, and I'm also excited to read the other book that's a historical romance, but I don't have it with me to show you right now, and I can't remember the name of it, but like I said, I'll link her group below if you want to check it out. Anyway, I'll update you guys after I've read some more. So now it's about 12:30 p.m. on Sunday, February 4th. I haven't updated in a couple of days because I didn't get a whole lot of reading done on Friday and Saturday. I mostly just did other things. I watched Netflix some, and I just caught up on some TV shows, and I wasn't really in the mood to read. I was just feeling kind of slumpy. And when I get like that, I try not to force myself to read because then I'll get in an extended reading slump, and I don't want that. But I did pick up a couple of books today, and I would like to pick up more later. I'm hoping to get a lot of reading done throughout the day today, but we'll see how that goes because I don't want to force myself to read too much and then get tired of it all and just not read for a long time like I've done before. But the first book I picked up, again, was Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. Still reading this one. I have read about 42 pages of this today. I've read a little bit over the past couple of days, but I'm starting to like this book a lot more than I was at first. At first I didn't dislike it, but it's not the Mortal Instruments. It's mostly new characters. And I just wanted to follow the same old characters that I was reading about, and of course this doesn't follow all of those characters. So it was kind of an adjustment to see the new characters and get to know them, but I am liking it. It's kind of, in a way, it's almost darker than the Mortal Instruments, but I kind of like that aspect of it because it kind of adds more to the story. But yeah, I'm still hoping to finish this book within the next couple of days. As you can see, I'm right here and I still have all of that left to read. But I'm still hoping I can finish this soon. I would like to keep on track with my friend Hannah so we can discuss it together. And she just picked this one up too. I'm hoping to finish this soon, and I'm hoping I'll keep liking it as much as I am right now. The book I've read the most in over the past few days is An Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Rogerson. I've read 108 pages of this since I last updated, and I don't know how I feel about this book. It's a pretty good story, but it seems kind of similar to A Court of Thorns and Roses to me. I mean, the plot's different for the most part, but the elements of the story, like there being a blight on the land and all that, it's very similar. And I was kind of thrown off by that because I've heard people say it's similar, but then I've heard even more people say it's not like A Court of Thorns and Roses at all. But I would say it is kind of like A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I'm like, and I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like it could have been more of an original story, but maybe by the time I finish this book, I'll feel differently about it when I see how it ends. It might be totally different in the ending. But yeah, I'm hoping to finish this one maybe tomorrow. I have about, I don't know, maybe 150 pages left to read, and I would just like to get this one read. And it's not my favorite book so far. It's just not that original in my opinion, but we'll see. I might change my mind by the time I finish reading it. I wanted to share with you guys 3 books that I picked up over the last couple of days. It was my birthday yesterday. I turned 24. So I got a few books at Barnes & Noble. I don't usually buy books from Barnes & Noble because it seems so much more expensive to me to buy from the bookstore versus Amazon. But I went into Barnes & Noble and I picked up a couple of books, and the day before that I went to Books A Million and picked up one of these books. And yeah, the first book I got was from Books A Million, and it's the Shadowhunters Codex. I'm not really sure what this book involves. I mean, I know this book is referred to a lot and throughout the Shadowhunter Chronicles, but I haven't really flipped through it yet very much because I don't want to spoil myself or anything, and I'm not sure if I will if I read this right now. So I'm kind of holding off on reading it, but it seems like it'll be interesting to read pretty soon once I've finished all the books that have been published. Yeah, I paid way too much for this book. It was $24.99, and it kind of broke my heart to pay that much for a book, but I am excited that I finally have my hands on a copy of this. The next book I picked up I already own on audio, but since I read most of my books on audio, I wanted to have a physical copy of it because I like to follow along in the book while I listen to it on audio. It just helps me concentrate better. But that is Real Murders by Charlaine Harris. I guess that's how you say her name. This is the first book in the Aurora Teagarden mystery series. I got this book in anticipation for March Mystery Madness, hosted by Elizabeth at Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I haven't read many mysteries before, but I would like to get into it more because I've enjoyed what I have read, and I'm looking forward to picking this one up soon. The final book that I picked up hasn't even technically been released yet, I don't think. I was just browsing Barnes & Noble on Friday, and I discovered The Queen's Rising by Rebecca Ross. And I was so excited to see this because this was a pre-order of mine on Amazon, but then I saw it in the bookstore and I decided to go ahead and pick it up. And I think it's released on Tuesday, February 6th, but I'm really excited to read this one. I don't really know what it's about. I know it's a fantasy, but beyond that I really have no idea what it's about, but I do look forward to picking this one up. I've seen a lot of people interested in this book, and I think it's going to be a good one. So that's all for now. I'm hoping to get a lot of reading done today. We're having a little bit of a Super Bowl celebration later this evening. I'm not super into sports, but I'll be spending time with my family, so that'll be fun. And I'll update you after I've read some more. Hey guys, so it's now Monday, February 5th, and I thought I'd wrap up my reading for the week. This week I finished reading 3 books. The first one was Zenith by Sasha Osberg and Lindsay Cummings. And I rated this book 2 out of 5 stars. If you want to see my detailed thoughts on it, you can check out my January wrap-up. Second, I finished City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. This was the 6th and final book in the Mortal Instruments series. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely loved it, and I'm sad that I'm finished with the series now. And finally, I finished Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars, and I enjoyed it, and I look forward to continuing with the series. I also started 2 more books this week. I got 197 pages in to Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. This is the first book in the Infernal Devices series, and I'm really enjoying it so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in this book. And finally, I got 118 pages into An Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Rogerson. And I'm enjoying this book so far, although I do think it's a little too similar to A Court of Thorns and Roses. So yeah, that's what I've read this week. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll update you on future readings in my other reading vlogs. Bye guys!